So this one is going to be quite a sparse project. This one, not a project. It is. It's very strange. It's not strange. It's actually clever. But what do you know of Robin Hood?
They say that he robbed rich people and gave poor people. That's all I know.
Who was he? Or do you only know the story that you've been told?
I only know the story I've been told, and in different stories it's different stories, so I'm not sure.
What do you know of The Christmas Carol? And why do I like it, but at the same time, I hate it? This is like Marmite, but I like Marmite, but I hate Marmite, but I like Marmite.
Christmas Carol about rich man giving to poor man after he has realization
A realization of what?
that he's robbing the people, that he is heartless and thinking of money only.
So, the author of this, Charles Dickens, is it?
Yeah.
What does he know? What did he work out? You see, he worked something out. Do you know much about Charles Dickens?
He was poor himself.
Well, his father,
Yeah.
his family,
Yeah.
where he talks about.
Yeah. So he didn't have good life experience as a child.
What do you think inspired this book? Or story?
His life.
You see, A Christmas Carol to me reminds me of Scrooge himself. Would be like the government. When, well, just talk in context when it comes to benefits and giving. There's an insane amount of hoops you've got to jump through. And even then, they'll rig that system multiple. Well, not all governments, I wouldn't say. I'd say most of them, or the Tory government, or the leader of the Tory government at the time.
Yeah.
Okay? All business owners.
Yeah.
I just want to quickly draw something, but I don't know if this is going to show up on here. So, if we've got this here, do you see it?
Yeah, I see.
So this here. This one is going to be a care home. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you this as an example.
Yeah.
Okay. And the owner. Okay, and then I'm going to do this one over here. You have to forgive me, I'm using my right hand, and my sketching skills are not as good with my right, they're better with my left. But for this angle, it works better for me to use my right hand. Okay, there we go. You'll put in a few little windows here. Now, our houses are no way near this big, except for the one we're in right now, but you know this is going to come at a cost.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to call this home.
Yeah.
It's house. Okay, so the owner of this care home,
Yeah.
how much would you say they are earning per year to do a good deed?
Oh, that must be quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, are we going to talk a million turnover?
Yeah.
How are we spelling that?
RLLION.
So we're talking millions, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe per year, yes? And then we got you. I'm going to ask you a question and answer me as honestly as you can. If I was to ask to draw your face on there, would it be with a smiley face, a sad face, a grumpy... Give me your face.
It wouldn't be very smiley.
Okay, so sort of this?
Yeah, could be like
Don't let me put
that.
words in your mouth. What would it be? Upside down, right way up? Would it be a smiley face?
Yeah, the one you draw is quite accurate, I think.
For a reason you can't quite understand.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a bubble.
Yeah.
And me, I'm going to be the pin. And I'm going to pop your bubble. Ching. I am going to pop your bubble. Me. Not because I'm a heartless, horrible person. No, on the contrary, actually. Don't know if this one will work better. Oh, there we go. So here's me. Okay, so you work hard, yes?
Yeah.
And like other people, very, very hard.
Yeah.
You do a lot of the leg work.
Yeah.
Yeah? And you get paid, you would think, quite well. I'd say. Per year, what's yours per year? To operate this. The owner doesn't. You. And people like you. And people like you run this.
Yeah.
Not the owner.
Yeah.
Okay, in the house. You rent.
Yeah.
You rent that house, don't you?
Yeah.
And again, the owner does fuck all.
Yeah.
Just like this owner over here does fuck all. And I'm going to write that. Fuck all. Who do you think these little groups are? So you've got land, lord, fucking word, and you've got landlord, yes?
Yeah.
Do you know what lords are? What the definition of a lord is before land?
You'll have to give me that definition. If you can.
You look it up afterwards.
Yeah.
It'll surprise you. What the old saying used to mean and what they are a part of is very interesting. And they all have this thing in common where they both look out for each other in terms of money. Did you know that?
No.
You didn't? You didn't know that this landlord here wants to share some of that wealth with another corrupted fella or lady or whoever, and they want to share this money, this wealth tree. They want to share it, and they use you to do it. Let's say you take an average wage of 1,500 quid.
Okay.
And 650 of that for your hard work to run this thing here. But you'll never own yourself because these are too busy saying no. You can't because of this. You can't because of this. No, because you're not joined this group here. When you join this group here and you become as corrupt as what they are, you can then have this. But if you don't, forget it. You will never own this and they will never let you because you've got another one of these landlords that also owns loans and different things like that, where they offer you loans and they can say no. They can say no at any time they want, and they do say no a lot. They'll tell you no because of question mark. There's always a reason as to why they say no. You don't earn enough money. There should be an A in there. I don't really care. So you always, and getting back to this, there's two reasons why I do not like this. The messages that it's portraying to all of our children, all of them. What does that look like to you?
Someone reading, but with black
With
glasses.
black glasses, and they're a part of a group. If you pay attention to the logo, how many? You're allowed to wear glasses, aren't you, in school?
No, not sunglasses.
I will get onto this because this is another bit. So you then have to pay 650, yes?
Mm-hmm.
How much is your council tax?
120, let's say.
120.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Wow, isn't it a lot of these groups are really already do fuck all, do nothing.
Mhm.
Well, does council tax do anything for you?
No. I already paid tax from what I made.
Okay, are you living in a litter-filled country that you have to sort the litter out? Well, we give you Christmas decorations, keep them.
Yeah.
Well, we cut down trees. Oh, lovely. What? We give you environmental. Well, we give you the police. And it ain't the police's fault, by the way, before we go off onto this one, because who do you think pays their wages to do a job?
Council.
Right, so if you get told no, you will not do this crime, and the police want to actively do a good job, right? Police officers don't just go about their day thinking, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. No, we're not paid. The same way you won't get paid if you don't do, yes? So
Yeah.
don't ever blame a police officer. Their hats off to them. Council, on the other hand, I think we should scrap the whole entire lot completely and save the world 120. What services do you offer? Environmental health. EH. No, you don't. You protect. Environmental health protects these. They find out what information you've got on them, and they do their very best to try
And they tell them.
They do their very best to try and give them every opportunity. Do these give you any opportunity to pay your council tax? You've got twice, 2 times. You don't pay it, and then they'll send these after you.
Yeah.
And bailiffs, and then they'll take your stuff, which your things
Yeah.
are your prison. You don't need to prison someone. You just use their things as leverage.
Yeah.
If you don't pay it, we will come and take your stuff, and you then will pay it. Therefore, you are prisoned by a group that apparently only put criminals in prison. But these criminals are not put in prison. These criminals and these criminals. So how much of your money already are we sitting at? 770.
Yeah.
770 of your money for them to do fuck all. For these to do fuck all. And for this job wants to share the wealth and do fuck all.
Yeah.
And they're now taking £770 off of your money. We can keep going with the electric. Water.
Yeah.
How dirty is that water?
It is dirty.
It is filthy. The water that we are using to drink clean. We're buying bottled water. You can keep your water. It is filthy. How many contaminants and debris are inside our water supply? So how much do you have to pay for gas? They wanted 225, yes?
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So how much is that off of your hard work? They do fuck all, by the way, to give you it.
Yeah.
This is fuck all. Bollocks to it. Get rid of it and we can burn stuff instead, shall we? We'll plant our own trees and we'll do one. No. So how much is that? 7? So 8, 9.
995.
995 already. Remember, they do fuck all.
Yeah.
They help this one extort it off of you using their electricians. Yes, which is the mayor.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
A.
M-O, I'm going to put, because I'm going to disrespect it, yep.
Y.
G.
O-R.
Mugger. Yeah, that will do. Mugger. Yeah. That's what he is. M-U-G-G-E-R. Mugger. Mr. Mugger Mayor. Which will fix the energy, the electricity. And he also works for these corrupt fuckers as well. Yeah, no, I got no respect for people that do this. And how much is this off of your wages so far if you get 1,500 quid? And remember, you're told no by these ones that will give you a loan. They'll tell you no because you can't do it because you're just stupid. Come on, so how much are we talking?
So you have 505 left.
So you've got 505 left.
Yeah.
That's if you're lucky, because we
Yeah.
haven't gone into all the other bills yet.
Yeah.
We haven't added water, we haven't added anything else. So who, for doing all of this hard work, that runs this, is actually getting paid for it? So he's like, hey, other friend, I've got a large amount of money because I'm ripping everyone off in this company, everyone like you. We're ripping everyone off like this, hee hee hee, and we want to share some of that wealth. Hey landlord, do you want some? Hey other landlord, do you want some? Yeah, I do want some of that. I want to do fuck all and get paid loads for it. Even when I fuck everything up for myself and everyone else. Oh, yeah, I'll take some of that money. How much do you want? Oh, about 650 fucking pounds. Oh, excellent. All right, I'll give this person it, and then you force them it using these people to force it. Because if you don't pay me, well, you don't get your house. And if you want to live in a caravan somewhere, guess what? You're not allowed any of our jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Because you haven't got no fixed abode.
Yeah.
No address. Therefore, pushing this cycle over and over again. Oh, look at this. This is rigged. Fucking rigged.
Yeah.
And you won't get any extra money. Because the government that's in power for you, everything I've noticed, that anytime they say, we're here for you, Norfolk, helping you, Norfolk Police, we're helping you. No, you're not. You're helping yourselves. And you've got muggers around, legalised muggers, who rig electricity, so therefore you pay even more on your electricity. That light is solid on.
Yeah, it is.
And then you've got solicitors. It's nothing to do with me, apparently. I'm not allowed a cut of that profit or whatever it is. But the solicitor's passing over my name in data protection.
Yeah.
That is data protection gone mad. But no, human right, personal and private life. I've built prototypes and you've got your fucking mugger coming in, stealing my information, spoon dripping everything, and then using the system to write about me. Perhaps if you'd have used that system to write about the correct things that you should have been doing, we might not be in it. Oh, actually, no. You might not be in this fucking mess. None of you. But you got these bastards here, trying to protect everyone. You got the police that won't do shit all about the car, and I don't think it's the men and women inside that police force at all. I think they want to do a good job like the old ways. The old days where it was done properly. Not now, though. No, look at this. This is just corruption, this is. And everybody is fiddling. The solicitor don't want to do fuck all. Because he's been paid out by this group here. What group do you think that is? I'll give you several guesses. And here, let's go back to the whole... So what do you think Mr. Dickens worked out? He then understood why his fucking father was poor. Because of the Scrooges. You see? At the end of the day, the electricity company, they are burning through that at an alarming rate with everyone. They are causing it to be extortionate amount. And they are dirtying up the air that we are all breathing.
Yeah. That is what they do.
It costs them nothing, but yet you're charged for it. Well, it stops us all burning through it all. Please. You are the biggest burners of this. The Chinese version of doing this was much more better. You know, the burning here versus here versus here versus here down the side of a slope. Pottery and a small fire here. Pots, 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 pots. And the fire would then heat all the way through using a natural process. A very good balance, actually. The Chinese, hats fucking off to them. Versus the British version of just fucking chuck it under a fire. We got loads of coal. We can burn all of that. Now I've got another one for you here. Just to show you this. Yeah, you know, I was going through all of these. I've gone through every single one of these books and I'm just going to pick out a few that help the corporations when you remove it. If you want to build a big time business like Kellogg's or any of the big brands that we've got going around, you'll find that in these questions, discuss how food manufacturers and supermarkets might influence what the Bello family buys. Okay, so discuss how Morrison's, Tesco's, Asda, Lidl might influence your very own family on how to buy things. That's a very interesting question, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Here's another one. Evaluate the sustainability of Aldi's and Barney's breakfasts and suggest ways they could modify their breakfast to better meet current guidelines for a healthier diet. So who do you think this is for? Your children to learn? Or your children to help the companies that already exist make even more money? Well, a better one would be that how would you build a business that would perform better than the current ones that are here? All information on this paper, test paper, will belong to the child's name that is written on the front of it. Because I gotta say something, right? If it came to another kid, out of some kid's imagination, that was able to build something better, I would open up every single doorway I could do with them to open it up so that they could be as successful as possible in life.
Yeah.
None of this talks about success for you.
No.
It's constant. It's in every single fucking book. Every single one. It's just unbelievable. Every single test paper, question and all the rest of it. It's not about you being a successful, no, it's about you being a slave. And you go to work, you, unhappy, and now, like I said, I'm going to burst your bubble. And I just burst it, didn't I? And this is even less than this, and you know it is. When you add shopping into it and you add everything else into it, you're left with nothing.
And whatever I had to borrow before.
So can you build a business with this? No, you cannot.
No.
You have to go and ask these. And then you need to give them your business plan.
Yeah.
And they say no to you, and then all of a sudden another business opens up with your exact plan on it, which you were told no. Then when you follow the name, it's to someone's elite in a family somewhere.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Yeah, it is in the papers. Test paper.
What was it someone said to me in a supermarket? Oh, I'd make your daughter go to school because if not she'll end up just like you. Really? Really? What the hell? What is this shit? Not all microorganisms are harmful. Some of them are used in food production. Indoctrination. Do we need to have a propaganda at this? And I mean a proper gander. Not all. Just name two of them. Just name two of the poisons that are okay. They're not called poisons, but they're just called, they're used in food. Microorganisms can be transferred around a kitchen by cross-contamination. Discuss the sources of cross-contamination when keeping chicken and bacon salad and the methods of control that can be used to prevent it. You see a couple of good questions in there. A couple of good questions in there. Followed by a few very sinister ones. This is incredible. God, they give you a lot of paper to answer that bit, but all the rest, no, you just need to only write small, mediocre. But the one to help someone sell more stuff to you.
Yeah, they'll give you a lot of points for that, don't they? If you look how many points for those answers. 14?
And 10.
Oh, that's a lot, isn't it? Compared to the others?
and 12 for this one.
Mm.
How you can better them. Here you go. Well done. You got some points. They won't do nothing for you in life because we're going to see to it that you stay stuck.
But you'll get nice grade for this.
But you'll get a nice grade, and it shows how well done you are. We're going to give you some pride. There you go. Come to the top of your class. Thanks for helping one of my family members out. Use black ink to write your answers. What does it matter? Unless it's going to be photocopied into a system somewhere.
Yeah.
So therefore you're scanning these answers, putting it into an AI machine, and then look, it was the AI machine that did this because you don't remember what you wrote in your little exam results, do you? Of how you could better the society, our profits, society. You help our money and we'll help you. State 2 ways that this concern might influence Dana's food choice. Many religions have dietary laws or customs that prohibit certain foods. So, is this like kosher foods?
Yeah.
Where someone will want to follow that food all the way through to make sure you ain't adding any of this poisonous shit into our food.
Yeah.
Look at me. Look at me, guys. No poisonous shit in this food.
Yeah, and some food cannot be eaten in kosher as well, even if it was pristine.
Why? You're not allowed to ask that question, though. Think we're starting to find it out. It's absolutely ridiculous. This has got nothing to do with kids' grades. Nothing at all. This is just to try and manipulate them. And perhaps it's just the way I'm seeing it, but this is manipulation at its finest. How do you make everyone richer and keep you guys poor? This is what it just screams this. You know, we've started a food business. Out on the street, you can get people to eat it and love it. Put it online and not one single call. You notice that? You never ever notice that? As soon as we bring our shit online, it flops. Well, it's because of all the other competition. Bollocks. RSPCA assured. We assured that that animal is dead. I thought the RSPCA were preventing cruelty to animals and death because of cruelty, neglect and other things. It's very interesting. Chicken and a fox. Weird. It's literally in every single... Just take a pick, Petra. Take your pick. Take a pick. Any single one of these. Take a pick. How you can better the system. How you can better the system. How you can better the system. And keep yourself extremely poor in this slavery chain. Slavery never got abolished. It just got covert. But you must go to work. You need the money. Hunter-gatherers did not need to go to work. Well, that was very difficult, you know. That was very... Right, Bob? That was very difficult. Was oh, yes, said this group. Oh, absolutely. Don't see negativity. Remember yesterday's one? Don't see negativity because, you know, that is not negative. That is not toxic. That is not strange. So, do fuck all. Do fuck all. And one helps the other get richer, which then helps the other one get richer. And then all of these vote for this one who's been corrupting and mugging everybody off energy. Coming back to the council, where Their last mayor died of an electrical fire.
Yeah.
Did it have Mr. Cross, his company, all over it? Did they go and test his equipment beforehand? And then your police are where? Because the police are saying it's civil matter, but the solicitor's saying that it's not civil matter. It's not something that he can deal with. The very one that is supposed to be safeguarding data protection. 1 minute he's going to include it all, the next minute he's going to include nothing. Fucking sinister, this is fucking sinister. What else do you call this, Pet? Scrooge?
Yeah. Scrooges.
They come and steal prototypes off of you. That's alright. Prototype is not copyright, you know? That's just a general idea, you know? And then all around you like flies around shit. And we build the elect gen, right? And then they up the bill. See, it doesn't work. Man, you lot honestly think that fucking hell, built this in Banham. And what? Then I start to release it afterwards because, you know, I heard a lot of stories about this thing called corruption and theft and all of that sort of stuff. And they're like, no, not in our society. It's one of the very best. No such thing like that. That doesn't happen here. Okay, how can I see whether this is happening or not? Because if you ask them, they'll say, no, it isn't. Well, build it all secretly in Banham and then release it all whilst you're in Griffin Court and see what happens. Well, they've apparently built it themselves, like, not past the time from when I've done it. Camcorders.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question. Before, did you think I was just paranoid? Did you think it was OTT, me having a camcorder that had made sure that it wasn't connected to any wireless in any way, shape or form, that it had any access via wireless technology or anything like that? Did you think I was just being over the top in the beginning?
Yeah.
Honestly?
Yeah, sometimes.
Did it look a little bit crazy, did it?
Yeah.
How about now?
It's different.
Do I still look crazy, do I? Because it's amazing how craziness, mentalness, looks mental. And then afterwards, people say, that is fucking genius. Now do you understand why there's a fine line between the two?
Yeah, there is.
But don't worry, Petra. They've all been through this, apparently.
Yeah.
When?
Yeah.
I'll leave you to think about that. Can you afford to get your teeth fixed?
No.
Can I afford to get my teeth fixed?
No.
Not even when I was on the NHS could I get my teeth fixed.
No. Not even when I had a little bit bigger pay, because there were no dentists available anyway.
You don't look very happy. You don't seem to smile a lot. I'm in quite a lot of pain, to be honest. A lot of pain. But you lot know this. Oh, it was because of COVID. No, this was before COVID came about. You're as my witness. We're all fully booked. If there was alcohol involved in it, would you open up another pub?
Yeah.
Yeah? If the hospitals are overrun or the NHS's dentists are all fully booked, apparently, would you open up another dentist? No.
No.
No. There you are. So to do nothing can create nothing but fuck up after fuck up after fuck up. Your last work, it strikes me as very odd. Your last work, very strange.
Yeah.
Oh, this solicitor's case is very in favour for my client. Scratch head, scratch head, scratch head. Why? Because she's seen all of the evidence, the video evidence. And then is still thinking that this is kind of in favour for my client, and he wants to use a broken surveyor's report. Nothing quite like not doing your job properly. Do fuck all, get paid for it. He's dishonest. That would do me